Going to prime. I'm looking at the instructions because I want to walk through this with the instructions, and then we'll kind of do it, and we'll figure out how to do it the right way. To establish a prime in the fast foam pump, use the following procedure. Set the suction side three-way valve to the inject position. Okay, supply. Okay, our supply valve. We want it on inject. Why are we calling it inject? I don't know. Our options are injector or flush. I guess I would say foam or flush, but either way, that's what it's labeled, is inject. So inject. I want foam coming out of this hose, going into this valve and into the pump. Okay, if I go the other way, this is where I put water in to flush it. That's not what we're doing. We are priming. So that guy is on inject. Okay, let's make sure that guy right there. All right, that's my supply. I want it on inject. Okay, set the concentrate return three-way valve to the flush position. All right, that is the top one up here. It's on tank return right now because that's where we leave it when we're running, but now it's on foam flush. So what's that gonna do? It's gonna make it pump out that orange line. And where's that orange line go? Discharge to atmosphere, it just goes to the ground. Okay. We can still see in there mostly. What's the next step there?
You use a concentrate return three-way valve to flush.
Yes, we did that.
Okay. Fill the foam cell above the level of the float switch.
All right, we are not full, but we're
above the float switch.
Okay.
Place the overboard flush hose into a container.
Okay, in this case, ours is already pre-plugged to go straight out the bottom of the truck. So we're not going to catch it, we're going to spill it on the ground. Next. Okay, turn on the system. Now, I'm on off, system is on.
Yep, and it wants the percent valve to be off.
To be off, okay? So percent valve is off. There we go, off, but the toggle switch is on. Okay, nothing's happening at the moment. There's no sound, nothing's moving, pumps are not working.
The next is hold the override switch down.
Okay, that toggle right there is the override switch. We're going to, hey, I just realized there's instructions. I'm gonna read the instructions later. We'll just read them off the book. Okay. Woo. No.
It's coming out.
Okay, so as I was doing that, I would have my partner look down here at the mess I'm making of foam. Sorry. Hopefully I didn't make anybody too dizzy. There you go, you got foam coming out on the ground. So we are primed. It is primed. The pump is pumping foam. It is pumping foam concentrate out of the tank into the pump and into the pilot controlled pressure whatever valve, and then out this flow or this foam flush hose that's orange and onto the ground. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going into the system. It specifically should be dumping everything out of this. Now, one thing that's come up and people have talked about is, well, if I flip this back over to tank return and I do the exact same thing, will it pump foam into the Venturi and push it in there when I have no pressure? Well, it should, but only because I'm hitting the override switch. Otherwise, pressure's going to equalize. It's going to push 0 to that Venturi. So go ahead and open that number 3. That was brave. Standing right in front of it. I'm impressed.
Already open.
Okay. Oh, something's flashing. And I'm going to actuate that switch. We'll see if anything comes out. We're parked at the wrong angle, but
I don't see anything. Here it comes.
You coming?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope, not coming through, is it? All right, now that actually doesn't surprise me. And the reason it doesn't surprise me is because, so it doesn't want to like force prime it into here. But remember that pilot control pressure relief system, it's reading 0 here. So it wants to put 0 into this. So unless we give it some pressure, it can't push it in there. So I don't think you can force prime this portion of it. Your pump's got foam in it, and now it's controlled by that pressure relief valve. Realizing that you guys did this and it seemed like it worked, maybe it got a little bit and we were parked at a different angle, because right now everything's gonna rush forward. But it certainly, theoretically, it really shouldn't work that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, look in there. See through the pile of foam, concentrate.
I'm gonna flash.
Now, the other possibility is that we'd actually have to turn the percent on, because it was at 0, so it should have been pumping nothing in there anyway through that system. So let's try it again that way. Now I have it on 1%. Okay, it is now pouring out. I mean, it's forcing water out of the mountain, but obviously something's coming in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're pushing foam into it. Now what did I do differently, Matt, when you walked away? I turned it up to 1% from 0.
Oh.
When I was off, I was moving no concentrate.
That makes sense.
So you can force prime it all the way to the venturi. Is that the best way to do it? I don't know.
It's full.
If you're having trouble with...
That's how the VFX guy showed us to prime it.
Okay. And if you're having trouble getting it primed, then that would be the solution to make sure that it's primed. Okay, so that's primed. System's primed. Next step's to run it.